Hey, what's good? Timothy Bradley wins a unanimous decision against Jesse Vargas. Thank God the judges get it right, man. That's all I asked for once the once the last bell rang, man. I was like, please, please, judges, please get it right. Do not rob Timothy Bradley. I know Carcino and Fight Critic. I was talking to Fight Critic on Twitter, and he was saying that on his timeline, like the HBO commentators were saying that Jesse Vargas has won many controversial decisions, so it might end this way, hinting. I watched this fight without sound, just cause I watched it without sound, so I didn't hear the HBO commentating. Critic told me that they were on Jesse Vargas's nuts. They were trying to sell him to the public. So I'm glad I missed HBO's nut hugging, because I love HBO. I love Max Kellerman, Jim Lampley, Roy Jones. I love those guys. I think HBO has the highest production, but I do not like their nut hugging of certain fighters like Manny Pacquiao and this fight Jesse Vargas. So congratulations to Timothy Bradley for pulling it off. He was just the better fighter tonight. In the beginning, I thought like maybe Jesse Vargas could be able to pull it off, because in rounds 3 and 4 he was timing Bradley with his jab, and he was landing some good left hooks in the process. And around round 4 I had it even, but that's when Timothy Bradley just started spacing out and making the scorecards a little bit wider, dominating the fight. I gave him rounds 5 to 8, I just gave Vargas round 9 just for kicks. Like you could have given it to Bradley. I know. I was watching, what's his name, Dan Rafael on Twitter, and he gave like rounds 1 through 8 to Timothy Bradley. So he gave Bradley most of the rounds, and it was a very good fight, because at times Bradley stood in there and went toe to toe, and that's probably his pet peeve, man. Like he could probably box most of his opponents, but he chooses to fight because he's a fighter. He's made from the old school cloth, baby. Like he could have fought like in the 70s, the 50s. That's Timothy Bradley right there. A fighter's fighter, goes toe to toe, not because he's forced to by Jesse Vargas or by Diego Chavez. He goes toe to toe because he wants to knock people out, even though he doesn't have much power, but he does have a hell of a chin and a hell of a heart. And his heart and his chin cost him the last round. He almost got dropped. He got hit by a big right hand, and that's where the controversy steps in, because the referee went in, but it was the end of the round. That's why he stopped the action, because the round had ended. Jesse Vargas celebrated. It was going crazy, and I was watching without sound, so I was like, what the hell's going on, man? I know Bradley was hurt and he was stumbling, and Vargas won that round, but he did not win the fight, or that wasn't a knockout, because Bradley was clearly, he wasn't knocked out. The referee didn't stop it, he stopped the fight. But it was confusing what was going on. I can't imagine how it would have been live. I probably would have been freaking out, man, thinking that Bradley got knocked out by Jesse Vargas, man. But Jesse Vargas, I think he was a little bit underestimated by the public, because there is levels to this, and Timothy Bradley is a level higher than him, but he stood his ground, man. He was getting outboxed at times, but at times he was timing Timothy Bradley with his jab, and he was hitting him with this left hook, but Timothy Bradley was able to escape those in the middle rounds. And he just got caught with that right hand in the last round, because we got to remember, Jesse Vargas became pro as a welterweight, and he probably lost a lot of his power going down to 140. So that might be a reason that he doesn't have much power, or that he doesn't have that many knockouts at 140. But back when he started his career, he was scoring knockouts. But since he moved down, sometimes that takes a lot of power, just trying to go down in weight. So very good fight, very exciting. It was going to be exciting with Timothy Bradley, and he has sort of a new reincarnation, sort of like Juan Manuel Marquez. Like he's becoming an action fighter later in his career, because he was always sort of exciting. He was a volume puncher, but he was never known to produce action. I mean, after his Devin Alexander fight, I kind of wrote him off like, man, this guy sucks. He's boring. But then since the Ruslan fight, all his fights have been really good fights. They've been good. They've been fights to watch. Timothy Bradley is a fighter to watch, and I really hope Michelle Phelps. She wrote on Twitter. She said that Bradley deserves to be the front runner for Mayweather in September. And look at everybody's resume at welterweight. People like to talk about Khan's resume, but look at fucking Tim Bradley's last 7 opponents, man. You got Manny Pacquiao twice. You got undefeated Jesse Vargas. You got undefeated. Oh no, one loss. Ruslan Provodnikov. You got Diego Chavez. You got Juan Manuel Marquez. Man, he's fought in a who's who in his career, man. If anybody deserves it at welterweight, and you want to say Kell Brook don't deserve it, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, it's Timothy Bradley. Give a brother a shot, man. Give a brother a shot. He should be front runner, man. Anyway, thank you for watching, man. What do you think about this fight? I thought it was pretty clear winner. Maybe a little bit controversy in the end of the 12th round, but other than that, Bradley pretty much dominated this fight. Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.